Not that long ago, a young man named Peter Benchley wrote a book called Jaws. It was a bestseller. A film was made from the book. It too was called Jaws. It has already made more money than any motion picture in history. The scientific types are horrified, but Jaws has made sharks popular. Well, society being what it is, popularity means success, success means money, and guess what this report's about?
We can't keep them in stock. It's not just the Jaws book itself. There are the books on the making of the movie. There are two of those. And then the big hardback that we've had in stock for years. It's a Jacques Cousteau book. Cannot keep them in stock. I mean, and it's like all different age people, not just kids, but teenagers, older people. I find it really interesting. It's like the impact of the movie, you know, was horrendous at first, but now people are really interested in the shark itself, you know, not just something scary.
Shark repellent bracelet is like this one I've had on for about 2 months now. I put it on when we first got them in. They're made up in New England somewhere, and the legend goes that sailors used to weave these on the boats, and it used to keep away the sharks. I first heard the legend when they came in from our supplier. We guaranteed them against shark attacks. Anyone that was attacked by a shark could bring it back and would give them their money back.
Shark's business has been terrific. Dollars and cents, I would say it'd go about $20,000. Just wish we'd had more of it to sell. We ran out about the middle of August, out of shark's teeth, out of shark's jaws. We still have a few little tiny necklaces left, but that's about it. We were getting anything we could that even looked like a shark to sell. Any plastic teeth, we had a company making plastic teeth. We got earrings and necklaces from them. They're all gone. Everything's gone. It even looks like a shark.
JAWGUST. JAWGUST. JAWGUST, it is JAWGUST, where I will be watching Jaws each day. Podcast, got a podcast, but I'm not quite sure what I will say. The choice of this song might give you pause, 'cause it has nothing to do with Jaws. JAWGUST, it is JAWGUST, where every day I will watch Jaws and talk about Jaws. It helps if you like Jaws. Alrighty, before we get started with today's episode, let's take a moment and why don't we share a toast?
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
Oh, yeah, okay. A little crass, but that'll do. Thank you, Mr. Quint. We'll take that toast under advisement. Welcome back, everybody. It's day number 12. I almost just said it's day number 13, lucky 13. But guess what? That's tomorrow. And guess what I'm doing tomorrow? The same thing I'm doing today. And that's watching Jaws and talking about Jaws. And also looking on YouTube for old Jaws clips. That one I found today was from NBC News, and it didn't have to do with Jaws as much as it had to do with the result of Jaws, the cause of Jaws, the cultural phenomena of Jaws, where, I mean, you could see this guy was you know, they're selling all kinds of books about sharks and Jaws and the Jaws log and all these Jaws books, and There was another guy who I'm pretty sure he was on some sort of cat tranquilizer. He was talking about having an anti-shark bracelet, and it said something about, what did he say? The rumor was that fishermen made these to keep the sharks off them. And they have a money-back guarantee. If you get attacked by a shark, you get your money back. It looked like it was $1 to make. So, and they're probably hoping if you get attacked by a shark, you're too dead to come back anyway. And then the third guy, he sounded like he just would sell any tchotchke that had anything to do with a shark. He's like, I'll get plastic teeth and sell those. He also was selling Confederate flags, but it was a different time. And that was like on YouTube. It was called like Jaws movie released historical footage. If you look that up on YouTube, that's where that clip came from. But look, I didn't just watch that clip today. Folks, I watched actual Jaws for the 12th time in 12 days. And I have notes. I took some notes. So what I'm doing is writing down notes, things that I remember, things that I want to talk about. And then I will know, I'll cross them out. And I know that I already talked about them. And I won't repeat them over and over and over again. The first note that I wrote down was, why was Harry so surprised to see Chief with glasses on? Now, I know exactly what this is. If you remember, early on, right after the boating accident, not the boating accident, right after the corner. Now, if you look in the report that Brody's typing, he typed corner, not coroner, corner. Now, I don't know if that was shorthand or just a mistake. Nobody caught it. CORNER, corner. And, the guy's like, there's a truck with New Hampshire plates parked right in front of my house. And he's like, have him fill out the report. And he's walking to go get signs for the beach clothes, of course. We all know. Don't let Hendrix do the printing. Isn't that the saying? Something like that. But on the way, there's right. It was Harry, right? It's the same bad hat Harry. This guy, he's the one who's like, you don't like go in the water. And then later he's at the council board. He's sitting up at the front with Mayor Vaughn. Brody's up there. The guy who wants to have his suntan lotion absorb, and the is that $3,000 bounty on the cat on the shark in cash or check? That guy, he's up there as well. So Harry obviously is someone pretty important in the town, and it makes sense. Small towns like this, they usually have very important like councilmen are usually in their mid-hundreds, but that's the same guy at the beginning, right? Who's like, they're karateing my picket fence, and he's holding his bicycle tire in his hand as well. And for some reason, and it just lends to the something about the realism or the naturalism of him. He's like, hey, you got glasses. Why would he say that? Why would the guy, and I'm pretty sure it was Harry, why would that old guy say to Brody, hey, you have glasses? And Brody's like, yeah, I have glasses. It lends to this guy who's known Brody for a while. Brody's new. He's seen him enough, but every time he's seen him, he hasn't worn glasses. And now he's wearing glasses. Now, maybe it's also Brody's getting a little older, so he's starting to wear his glasses more. I don't know. But just a weird throwaway line that you hear it a few times. You're like, wait, what? And it's never brought up again. Like, no one else says, hey, you're wearing glasses. Hey, you're wearing glasses. Don't forget glasses. And he's like, I don't want to wear glasses. Like, there was no story of him and his glasses. There was 2 times the glasses were mentioned. One, the Harry mentioned him, and the second time, Ellen packed him a second pair of glasses in his black socks, and of course, he lost those. The second note that I wrote down was another cool shot, and it's not a super long shot, but it is a no cut shot, and I love these. The more I see this movie, the more I love how Spielberg had these long shots that allowed the actors to act. And I love these shots where, look, I didn't write this down, but the hell, maybe I've talked about it enough already. But I love these shots where you're dealing with let's say 2 or 3 actors right there. But then there are dozens, if not hundreds of people in the background doing something. And they have to be doing it. You have to get the actors doing their thing right. At the same time, you have to make sure nobody in the background screws up. I love that stuff because it's like the scene where Mayor Vaughn is walking through the beach on 4th of July. You ask the guy, why aren't you in the water? Please go in the water. And you hear the baseball game going on, all these people walking around. You look in the background, there's people just walking up and down the beach like they would normally live their life. And yet, in real life, there is, a camera crew right there, a film crew, filming these people, having to make sure everything is perfect so that they get the shot they want while the background feels lived in. And I do like the shots where it's the actual, the camera is supposed to be there, like for a video crew or news crew, where Mayor Vaughn is being interviewed or Peter Benchley himself is being the TV reporter, and the people in the background are waving and looking in the camera because that's how it would be. I really enjoy that. But the shot I want to talk about, and again, not a very long shot, but it's right when, so they cut to the beach, right after they decided to keep the beach open. And you see the heavy woman going into the water, and then you see Alex Kittner walking up to his mother, saying, can I go in the water? And she's like, Alex Kittner, your hands are all pruned. And he's like, come on. She's like, 10 more minutes. Then you stay with him. He walks up to get his raft, and the camera goes with him the whole way. And then it stops, and Chief Brody is right in front of you. There's a close-up of him. So it's like the camera crew, you picture them walking up the beach, or, there's probably a dolly track or a steady cam. I don't know, 75. I'm not sure. And then it ends, boom, right on Chief Brody. And then you stay with him. And you're with him for a few minutes. It does cut when he looks out into the water. And I think actually it doesn't cut yet. I think it comes up to him. I've watched this 12 times in a row. You think I'd know. And then you have those, that couple, Ellen, you're not an islander. You weren't born on the island. You're not an islander. You never will be. The one who does, I don't think that's funny at all. I don't even know if there was a shark attack. It's not just because I own a motel. I don't want to see the beaches close. And the husband's like, why you always have to be such the heavy? If you heard that, that's in the $3,000 scene. The husband says, why do you always have to be such the heavy? But that's the husband who comes over and he's like, Martin, I need a real simple thing. There's some cats parking right there, and there's a garbage truck, blah, blah, blah. And all I need is a simple red zone. The kind of guys who, I'll be friends with the police officer because I know he can get me something. Hey, man, you're my friend. You can just get me something. That's how this couple feels. But that's shot all the way. It cuts, and then you get this like giant depth of field shot where you got this guy in focus and someone at the beach in focus. It's not perfect because you see a little blur around the guy's head. But again, 1975. I wonder if they did that split screen and then tried to splice it. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how they did that. But I like that scene, just that shot. There's so many shots that I realize are just long takes. And I'm noticing them more and more, and I'd like to point them out more and more as I watch this movie, because guess what I have after this? 19 more days. Here's a thought. Hooper and Brody, did they just leave all that crap that they pulled out of the tiger shark there? I mean, they opened it up. It looked like some sort of, milk came out of the shark. They pulled out some fish, pulled out a couple cans, pulled out a license plate, and they're like, you still got a heck of a fish out there with a mouth about this size, big. Definitely, he was underestimating it. And they're like, come on, let's go look for him now, and they leave. And I'm picturing like, whoever runs that area, they were going to go dump the shark the next day. They're like, all right, let's go. Come on. It was Harv and Carl, maybe. And they're going to go dump the shark. I'm like, what the F? And it's just cut open. And all this crap is all over the dock. I just thought, how disrespectful for Hooper and Brody to do such a thing. One other thing that I noticed, I think I noticed it yesterday, but I remembered it today and wrote a note, And it was just how the smile on Hooper's face. I wrote how tickled Hooper was. How the smile on his face when they first go into Quint's cabin, his house, just looking around and seeing all those shark jaws, almost like wow, like the look of awe on his face. And I don't know if it was amusement because he's like, who is this character? Or if it was like I feel like I'm in a real fisherman's, abode. I just thought that was cool. I watched this movie all the way to the end, through the credits, every time. And today, I started to, I don't know if I zoned out or if it was because I was looking not at the credits, but at the scene behind the credits, which is of Hooper and Brody, reaching the shore. I almost said reaching ashore. I don't know. That doesn't even make sense. But today I looked and I said, oh, cool. Ben Gardner's in the credits. Never noticed that because there are plenty of people left out of the credits in this movie. And I'm sure plenty of crew too. If you look at credits now where every single person is listed, and I don't know if that was something that changed with the MPAA at some point or SAG-AFTRA or any of those associations or groups. But I just thought that, and you just notice that there are a lot of people not listed, but Ben Gardner is. So I thought that was interesting enough to write down in my notes. The last thing that I want to talk about today is the scene or the shot in this movie that I think is the absolute scariest scene, scariest shot, and it's not these kids talking.
Hurry up, get that done. You can't do a damn thing until get this undone. Get that untangled up there. I'm doing it.
Hey, fellas, haul in this sheet, make it fast. Hey, you guys okay over there?
In the pond.
It's the moment in the pond where the shark knocks over that guy's boat. And there's this one shot of the guy trying to get back on his boat, and you're overhead and you're looking down and you just see the shark underwater. You don't see him popping up. To me, this is like the first time you really kind of get a sense of the size of this thing. And it's just, you see the mouth opening and getting close to this guy. And I love when that guy says, "Does anybody have a gun?" But that shot, and it's scary also because Michael, is almost attacked. And I think when I was a kid, I remember thinking, oh, if you stand perfectly still, the shark won't attack you. Like it's a bee. I think it was Michael in the pond not moving and the fact that he didn't get attacked by the shark. I believe that made me think, well, you just stand still. The shark won't attack you. It's attracted to the splashing. So if you stand still, you'll be fine. And I was looking online and I saw there's a deleted scene where this guy's death was a lot more gruesome, where the shark grabbed him and the shark and the guy were approaching, and the guy grabs Michael, kind of gets him out of the way. And Spielberg thought that was too violent and they ended up not using it. But I think what we have is more effective because that shot scares the hell out of me. Every time I see it, it's also because you don't see the shark. You just see the outline of the shark. Like you get enough of it. And, I wrote this note down and I'm thinking, did I already talk about this? I don't know if I did. And I don't care if I did, because I'll talk about it again and again and again, because there's only one movie to talk about here for 31 days. But yeah, I think no, because I'm pretty sure this because I actually was talking to my friend on the phone and I let him know. Do you know what the scariest shot in Jaws is? It's the pond. It's looking down and seeing that shark come at him, almost like slowly, like I'm gonna eat you or at least bite your leg off. And then the guy, you're far away, you hear him screaming. That's how loud he was. But yeah, that was the scariest moment to me in Jaws. I mean, didn't I say Alex Kittner was the scariest moment? I don't know. Alex Kittner freaks me out, but that shot, that one shot of the shark, like it's almost like it's just because it's very quiet. There's not any chaos going on. It's just like, I'm going to eat you now. And the guy, like you feel for the guy, but it's just kind of like you're just watching. You're just standing there watching. And yeah. Pretty scary stuff. But I'm excited. I'm excited because I am 12 days in. I have 19 days to go. And I am not tired of this movie. It's a testament to how excellent this movie is. If you want to know for sure if a movie's excellent, watch it every day for a month. If you want to know if you really are a fan of a movie, watch it every day for a month. You'll find out pretty quick how you feel about the movie. And I can tell you, not even halfway through, that I still love it a lot. I love it even more. That's the truth. And one thing I'm excited about is that I've talked about having guests on this show, and I just got a message from one of those future guests. I'll just call him Eric. Let's just call him Eric. And he just wrote me a bunch of things he wants to talk about. And I think that it's pretty great, some of this stuff, because some of the stuff I haven't spoken about, even though I've thought about it. And it's like, ooh, some of the stuff I may still talk about before we speak. But yeah, he's taking copious notes. So I'm looking forward to it. And but it's not today. It's not tomorrow. It's going to be someday next week in the month of JAWGUST. I've decided, because I'm on vacation next week. So it's going to make watching Jaws and talking Jaws that much easier in my day. And hopefully I won't be up, 10:15, 10:30 every night. But if I am because it's worth it. It's worth it to talk about Jaws. It's worth it to watch Jaws. And it's worth it to be here with you. Well, that's it, folks. I'm done. You know where to find me. Oh, you know what? Actually, you know where to find me. On Twitter and Instagram, it's Geek Mentality. I found this app today called Face App. If you go on Twitter at Geek Mentality, you see the last few tweets of mine. I was trying to stick my face on Jaws GIF files, whatever the hell they're called. I'm trying to put my face in the movie of Jaws because why not? Got 31 days to kill. And I'm getting kind of addicted to sticking my face on GIFs. Whatever. Who gives a shit? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening and subscribing. fansnotexperts.com/JAWGUST. That's it. I'm done. Until tomorrow, my friends, here is my theme song. This is my podcast. I made it. Geek Mentality's what I named it. And I think you should listen and subscribe. 'Cause I'm kinda funny and awesome. I think that I'm worth your time. And I'm kinda handsome. My mom says, please listen and please subscribe. At least listen to this episode. Fans Not Experts.